into a quiet silver haze. The city wears a different face in these almost morning days. A lonely traffic signal changes colors for the sky. No cars, no crowds, no urgency, just time drifting by. The night is fading, but not quite gone, like the last note of a favorite song. Blue hour after midnight, floating through the rain. Every neon reflection calls your name again. Blue hour after midnight, somewhere between dream and dawn, holding on to moments that are already gone. The convenience store is glowing like a star that missed the night. Its fluorescent halo cuts through the fading light. A warm coffee and cold memories meet somewhere in my hands, while the city slowly wakes itself across the silent land. The clouds are breaking, the darkness bends. Some nights feel like they never end. Blue hour after midnight, floating through the rain. Every neon reflection calls your name again. Blue hour after midnight, somewhere between dream and dawn, holding on to moments that are already gone. The first train hums beyond the tracks. Morning slowly takes the night back, but part of me stays here. Blue hour after midnight, as the sky turns soft and bright, I'll remember how the rain made the city feel alive. Blue hour after midnight, a feeling I can't explain, like finding something beautiful in the middle of the rain. The rain began around midnight on a quiet city street. Neon colors blurred together beneath our tired feet. The last train left without us, but neither seemed to care. We found a little shelter and simply stayed there. No promises, no plans to make, just the sound of rain and daybreak. We stayed until the rain stopped, watching the night grow old, sharing borrowed conversations in the pale neon glow. We stayed until the rain stopped, while the world moved on, holding on to a moment that wouldn't last for long. The convenience store was glowing across the empty road, like a lighthouse for the dreamers and the hearts without a home. Coffee cups and quiet laughter fogging up a simple happiness that appears and disappears. The clouds grew thin, the sky turned blue, and somehow I wanted one more hour with you. We stayed until the rain stopped, watching the night grow old, sharing borrowed conversations in the pale neon glow. We stayed until the rain stopped, while the world moved on, holding on to a moment that wouldn't last for long. Streetlights slowly faded out, morning gathered all around, but I wasn't ready yet. We stayed until the rain stopped and the sunrise touched the sky. The city woke around us as the night said goodbye. We stayed until the rain stopped, now it's just a memory, a beautiful little chapter the rain once wrote for me. Midnight settles on the city like a blanket made of blue. The rain keeps tracing patterns that remind me of you. The station's nearly empty, the last train's out of sight, and every neon reflection feels softer in the night. A coffee cup, a tired heart, 1,000 lights falling apart. Neon tears in the rain, running down the avenue. Every color on the pavement turns into a memory of you. Neon tears in the rain, shining through the dark like forgotten conversations, still glowing in my heart. The convenience store is humming with its fluorescent melody, a temporary shelter for the lonely parts of me. Outside, the traffic signals change for no one there, painting little red and green dreams across the rainy air. The clouds hang low above the town, the rain keeps washing everything down. Neon tears in the rain, running down the avenue. Every color on the pavement turns into a memory of you. Neon tears in the rain, shining through the dark like forgotten conversations, still glowing keeps tapping on the glass like it doesn't wanna leave. The city wears a faded blue on its quiet sleeve. A convenience store across the road still glows against the gray. The only thing that hasn't changed since yesterday. My coffee's warm, my hands are cold. The night is ending, slow and old. Dawn tastes like rain and yesterday's regrets, like sleepless conversations the morning won't forget. Dawn tastes like rain and neon washed away, a bittersweet reminder that the night can't stay. The station platform waits in silence for the first train to arrive, while puddles gather fragments of a city coming back to life. A lonely umbrella drifts ahead beneath the waking sky, like someone carrying their own story without asking why. The darkness fades, the clouds grow thin. Another day is settling in. Dawn tastes like rain and yesterday's regrets, like sleepless conversations the morning won't forget. Dawn tastes like rain and neon washed away, a bittersweet reminder that the night can't stay. The streetlights slowly lose their glow. The rain becomes a softer flow, and everything feels new. Dawn tastes like rain as the city starts to rise. The world returns to motion beneath awakening skies. Dawn tastes like rain, but I'll remember still the beauty of a sleepless night, resting on the windowsill. The rain keeps falling on the tracks like it has nowhere else to be. The final train is long gone now, just a memory leaving me. The station lights are flickering against the tired sky, and every drop that hits the ground feels like a soft goodbye. The city sleeps, but I remain, walking slowly through the rain. The night missed its last train, so did I. Now we're both just wandering beneath the cloudy sky. The night missed its last train, nowhere left to run, waiting for the distant glow of the morning daylight comes. And silver rain until the break of dawn. Rain falls in slow motion across an empty avenue. The station sleeps behind me beneath a sky of faded blue. The last train is a memory lost somewhere in the night, and every puddle holds a piece of broken neon light. The city whispers soft and low, like it knows I have nowhere to go. Under the convenience store glow, I watch the rainy hours roll. The world keeps spinning somewhere else while I stand still alone. Under the convenience store glow, the night feels endless and slow, like time forgot to move ahead and left me in its flow. A paper cup is warming hands that the cold air couldn't spare. The fluorescent lights keep humming like a song that's always there. Cars drift by like shooting stars, then vanish in the rain, leaving only fading echoes on the dark and shining lane. No destination, no clear sign, just water, light, and borrowed time. Under the convenience store glow, I watch the rainy hours roll. The world keeps spinning somewhere else while I stand still alone. Under the convenience store glow, the night feels endless and slow, like time forgot to move ahead and left me in its flow. The clouds erase the moon above. The rain becomes the only voice keeping me awake. Under the convenience store glow, the eastern sky turns pale. The night I've carried on my back begins to slowly sail. Under the convenience store glow, one last look before I go at all the quiet magic hidden in the rain below. I watch the taillights disappear beyond the curtain of the rain. 1 minute late, one train too far. Now nothing feels the same. The station clock keeps ticking on, like it doesn't even care. While puddles gather neon dreams from the city everywhere. My phone is quiet, the streets are wide. Only the rain everything I've done. Too late for the last train with nowhere left to be. Just rain, coffee, and the city keeping company. The convenience store lights shimmer like a harbor in the storm. I step inside and stay a while to borrow a little warmth outside. The night keeps breathing through reflections on the road. Every passing headlight carries a story never told. No answers waiting, no grand escape, just midnight drawing shapes in the rain. Too late for the last train, too early for the sun. Caught between tomorrow and everything I've done. Too late for the last train with nowhere left to be. Just rain, coffee, and the city keeping company. The crowds are drifting slow. Nowhere special left to go. Until the morning comes. Too late for the last train, but maybe that's alright. Some moments only happen in the middle of the night. Too late for the last train as dawn begins to shine. I'll carry this rainy memory long after closing time. The last train's long gone home. The tracks stretch into the dark. Rain keeps dancing on the rails like tiny falling sparks. The station echoes quietly with footsteps not my own, and every drop reminds me how alone the night has grown. A coffee cools inside my hands. The city fades like shifting sand. Rain on the empty platform falling through the light, like 1,000 little memories drifting through the night. Rain on the empty platform, nothing left to say, just the sound of water as the darkness slips away. Across the street, a convenience store still shines against the gray. A refuge for the sleepless hearts waiting for the day. The fluorescent lights keep humming their never-ending song while the rain writes silent poetry on the pavement all night long. No destination, no train to ride, just rain and time passing side by side. Rain on the empty platform falling through the light, like 1,000 little memories drifting through the night. Rain on the empty platform, nothing left to say, just couldn't go. Rain drips from the station roof onto tracks that shine like steel. The night is slowly running out, but it doesn't quite feel real. A convenience store across the street glows softly through the haze, like the only thing still holding on to the last of yesterday. The sky grows lighter minute by minute, but my thoughts are still somewhere in it. The city before sunrise feels different somehow, like every empty road is making a promise now. The city before sunrise, between darkness and day, a place where broken feelings quietly drift away. The coffee warms my tired hands as the rain begins to slow. The puddles hold the neon lights like treasures far below. A distant train starts moving through the blue-gray morning air, and suddenly the silent streets don't seem quite so bare. The rain lets go, the shadows fade, the night gives up the world in May. The city before sunrise feels different somehow, like every empty road is making a promise now. The city before sunrise, between darkness and day, a place where broken feelings quietly drift away. The clouds begin to turn to gold. The morning unfolds. And the night becomes a memory. The city before sunrise, as the first commuters arrive, the magic disappears again. But I know it was alive. A city before sunrise, a moment passing through a quiet world of rain and light that only a few ever knew. The rain falls softer now, like it's running out of things to say. Streetlights shimmer on the ground as the night slips away. A paper cup between my hands, still holding a little heat, while watercolors of neon signs flow beneath my feet. The city's tired, the sky turns gray. We're standing on the edge of another day. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. drop upon the window has a memory to keep. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. No place left to hide. Just me and all these quiet thoughts riding out the tide. The convenience store is nearly empty, only one cashier remains. The fluorescent lights keep humming like a chorus in the rain. A lonely train begins to move somewhere beyond the mist, and suddenly the morning feels close enough to exist. The darkness fades, the storm grows thin, the day is waiting to begin. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. The world feels half asleep. Every drop upon the window has a memory to keep. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. No place left to hide. Just me and all these quiet thoughts riding out the tide. Ooh, the clouds slowly drift apart. The city wakes with a sleepy heart. And the rain starts letting go. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. The sky is turning blue. The streets begin remembering the people passing through. Coffee, rain, and 5 a.m. One last look behind at a night that felt forever but disappeared with time. Rain paints the pavement silver under flickering city lights. The station sleeps in silence at the edge of the night. A convenience store glows softly like a beacon through the haze. And every step I take tonight feels lost inside a maze. The world feels distant, the streets feel wide. Just me and the rain with nowhere to hide. Neon reflections at 4 a.m. floating across the ground like pieces of forgotten dreams that never made a sound. Neon reflections at 4 a.m. beneath the sleepless sky. Holding on to moments as the night goes drifting by. A taxi cuts through puddles, leaving ripples in its wake. The city keeps on breathing, though the morning's nearly awake. My coffee's gone cold beside me, but I barely seem to care. There's something in this lonely rain that keeps me standing here. No train to catch, no place to be, only the quiet keeping company. Neon reflections at 4 a.m. floating across the ground like pieces of forgotten dreams that never made slips away, but I don't want it to end. Neon reflections at 4 a.m. as dawn begins to show. The city starts to wake again while the rain lets go. Neon reflections at 4 a.m. A memory soft and blue of one long night that disappeared like neon melting through. The last train left without a sound, just fading lights and empty tracks. The station sleeps behind locked gates and there's no turning back. Rain falls through the neon glow like silver threads from the sky. The city feels so white tonight as strangers pass me by. A coffee cup, cold in my hand. I'm somewhere between the night and the end. No way home, just rain and 1,000 blurry lights. Walking through a city that forgot about the time. No way home, just rain on these empty avenues. Trying to lose some memories, but they keep leading back to you. The convenience store is shining like the last star still awake. I stay a little longer there for warmth and comfort's sake. Outside the puddles mirror a world turned upside down. Every reflection feels like a dream that never touched the ground. No place to go, no place to stay. Just midnight slowly washing away. No way home, just rain and 1,000 blurry lights. Walking through a city that forgot about the time. No way home, just rain on these empty avenues. Trying to lose the memories, but they keep leading back to you. The clouds cover every star. I don't know exactly where we are, but the rain keeps falling down. No way home, just rain till the sky begins to blue. And the first train breaks the silence like a promise coming true. No way home, just rain, but somehow I'll be alright. Carried by the sound of water through this endless city night. The rain arrived before midnight and settled on the town, painting every empty sidewalk with reflections looking down. The station gates are closed now. The last train came and went, leaving me with quiet streets and thoughts I never meant. Your shadow faded a long time ago, but some nights still refuse to you. A convenience store shines softly across the sleeping road. I step inside for warmth a while and shelter from the cold. The coffee cup between my hands feels warmer than the air, but not enough to stop the ghost still floating everywhere. The city changes, the years move on, yet some old feelings still hold on. The rain stayed longer than you, it never said goodbye. It lingers on the rooftops in the corners of my mind. The rain stayed longer than you, long after we were through. Now every drop that hits the ground brings me back to you. The clouds remember every street, every promise, every heartbeat. Hidden in the rain, the rain stayed longer than you. The morning finally came, the sky grew bright, the storm moved on, and nothing stayed the same. The rain stayed longer than you, yet somehow I made it through. With a coffee, a sleepless night, and memories of you. The rain has washed the city clean, neon drifting down the street. Every signal, every shadow moves in slow and steady beats. A convenience store still glowing like a star that missed the dawn. I hold a coffee for the warmth and keep quietly moving on. No trains to catch, no calls to make, just the sound of puddles in my wake. Somewhere between midnight and morning, where the sky forgets its name. The city feels like a memory floating through the rain. Somewhere between midnight and morning, nothing lost, nothing found, just me and all these faded lights reflecting on the ground. The station sleeps behind locked gates, the tracks disappear in mist. The world feels paused for just a while, like a scene I almost missed. A lonely taxi passes by, its headlights painting gold across the empty intersections, and stories never told. The night grows lighter, minute by minute, but I wish I could stay a little longer in it. Somewhere between midnight and morning, where the sky forgets its name. The city feels like a memory floating through the rain. Somewhere between midnight and morning, Somewhere between midnight and morning, as the first birds start to sing, the city opens sleepy eyes to another beginning. Somewhere between midnight and morning, I'll remember how it felt to walk through a world so quiet and belong to nothing else. Four in the morning, nowhere to be, just rain and a tired melody. The station's empty, the city sighs under a blanket of clouded skies. The vending machine hums alone, casting blue light on the concrete stone. My shadow stretches across the street, keeping the rhythm beneath my feet. The night isn't over, but the darkness is thin. The morning is waiting somewhere within. 4 a.m. rainfall on the edge of dawn. The world feels broken and somehow moving on. 4 a.m. rainfall washing through my mind, taking all the words that I could never find. A convenience store glows through the haze, like a memory from brighter days. I buy a coffee just to stay warm and watch the city survive the storm. A taxi passes then disappears, carrying strangers and sleepless years. The traffic lights change with no one around, painting colors across the ground. The rain keeps talking, the streets reply, and reflections beneath the silver sky. 4 a.m. rainfall on the edge of dawn. The world feels broken and somehow moving on. 4 a.m. rainfall washing through my mind, taking all the words that I could never find. The clouds begin to fade away. Night slowly gives the day its place. But I don't want this moment gone. 4 a.m. rainfall as the first train starts to roll. The city wakes up quietly while the rain lets go. 4 a.m. rainfall, a memory soft and blue of one long sleepless night that somehow carried me through. The station clock reads 4:12. The platforms shine with rain. The city feels suspended somewhere between loss and change. A vending machine beside the gate glows blue against the dark, like a lighthouse for the sleepless, holding on to a spark. No trains moving, no place to hide, just rain and silence by my side, waiting for the first train while the rain falls down, watching reflections wander across this sleeping town, waiting for the first train under fading neon skies, holding conversations with the night inside my mind. The convenience store across the street still hums with fluorescent light. A few tired souls drift in and out of the edges of the night. I wrap my hands around a coffee, trying to stay warm, listening to the rain compose its quiet midnight song. The world feels distant, the hours slow, like time forgot which way to go. Waiting for the first train while the rain falls down, watching reflections wander across this sleeping town, waiting for the first train under fading neon skies, holding conversations with the night inside my mind. The clouds begin to lose their shade. The darkness slowly starts to fade. Morning waits beyond the rain, waiting for the first train. As the eastern sky turns blue, the city starts awakening to something bright and new. Waiting for the first train, but part of me will stay in this rainy hour between the night and the break of day. The station lights are flickering beneath the sky of gray. The last train's gone, the gates are closed, but I'm still here anyway. Rainwater runs along the tracks like rivers made of glass, carrying all the hours I thought would never pass. The city keeps moving while I stand still, listening to the rain fall over the hill. Rain won't let me leave tonight, it keeps me underneath its light, whispering through empty streets and soaking through my tired feet. Rain won't let me leave tonight, so I'll wander till the morning sky, searching for a place to belong, while the rain keeps singing on. A convenience store glows softly across past the sleeping town, the only place still breathing. As the shutters all come down, I buy another coffee just to warm my hands and watch reflections dancing across the wet asphalt again. No taxis stop, no trains remain, only me and the rhythm of the rain. Rain won't let me leave tonight, it keeps me underneath its light, whispering through empty streets and soaking through my tired feet. Rain won't let me leave tonight, so I'll wander till the morning sky, searching for a place to belong, while the rain keeps singing on. Ooh, the clouds erase the moon above. Ooh, the city feels too big to touch. Ooh, and too beautiful to leave. Rain won't let me leave tonight, but maybe that's okay. Some nights are meant for going home, they're meant to drift away. Rain won't let me leave tonight till the darkness fades from view, and the first train breaks the silence like a dream finally coming true. Rain taps softly on the station roof, like a song I've heard before. The last train disappeared an hour ago and won't be coming anymore. Neon colors bleed into the street through puddles made of light. I'm standing with a paper cup in the middle of the night. The city's still awake somehow, but not for people like me now. Nowhere left to go tonight, just the rain and fading lights, watching midnight drift away until it turns to morning gray. Nowhere left to go tonight, no place warm, no place bright, so I walk beside the storm until the sky begins to form. The convenience store becomes a harbor for the restless and the lost, a temporary shelter from the cold and quiet thoughts. The sound of tires on wet pavement comes and disappears again, like memories passing through the rhythm of the rain. Every road feels endless now, every shadow wears a cloud. Nowhere left to go tonight, turns to morning gray. Nowhere left to go tonight. No place warm, no place bright. So I walk beside the storm until the sky begins to form. The rain keeps riding on the ground in language made of lonely sounds. Only sleepless hearts can read. Nowhere left to go tonight, but somehow that's alright. The rain has been my company beneath the sleepless sky. Nowhere left to go tonight, till the darkness turns to blue and the morning finds me wandering with the rain still shining through.